I think that it's working now.
I think it's
Maybe.
no. I went to a.
I think it's working. Okay. Say hello, hello.
Hello, hello. We're getting there. I don't even know how to
We should
know
say,
if anybody's in
yeah.
there.
How?
How do we know how many people's in the room? Oh. Melissa.
That's Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Yeah, we're going to talk about goats tonight.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I can get this chat thing up here so we can see what's going on. Okay.
Just turn on reactions, Google Chrome.
No, I don't want that. So we've got new toys.
You got to turn that off or turn it down because I can hear an echo.
No, that's better.
Try to get this working right. She says no echo.
All right, we're just about there. Okay. Echo's off anyhow.
Okay.
How you doing, Melissa? You're the only one with us so far. We gotta wait for other people to join.
Yep. Well, it's 7:00. Some people are either eating or getting ready to go to bed.
You have two others watching. Yeah, they're both me. I think. I think they're both me.
Well, it'd be nice if some homesteaders or some that came in and give us some advice about whether or not we should get these goats. What's the matter?
Oh, it's repeating what we said. Hello, everyone. We're just trying to get the.
No, I put that in there.
Oh. Well, this may be a live. I must not have done something right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought I did. Hmm. Isn't working out. Camera. Oh, we're live.
You doing, weirdo?
I don't know.
Anyway, so what would you like to talk about?
I don't know. Melissa's the only one here right now. How you doing, Melissa? How's everything going?
How was your Christmas, Melissa? And your New Year?
No, we didn't post all our socials. Well, we were going to talk about goats. We're going to ask people what they thought about us getting goats. And we don't have an audience. Oh, somebody new. Hey, Irene. How you doing? People are coming slowly but surely.
Well, we didn't pick a very good time to go live either. Most people are busy at this time.
I mean, nobody's got anything else better to do on a Saturday night.
Right.
Right? So for us old folks here, we don't go do anything.
Mhm. How was your New Year's, Irene?
It's closer so I can see what's going on there. So what do you think, Irene? You think we should get goats? Oh no, is he all right?
What does it say?
He says Joey's not feeling well.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. We was in bed long before the ball dropped and asleep before the ball dropped.
Yeah. We don't stay up anymore. Getting too old for that, I guess.
You're gonna have to read the comments because otherwise I'm looking over at this all the time. I don't know how to.
He has pneumonia. Oh no.
They got like some steroids or anything that they're giving them. I shouldn't even ask this on YouTube.
Probably not.
Well, I hope he starts doing better.
Anyway, because this is live, I mean, people can see the replay on it, so we can talk about whatever we want, or what we wanted to come on here and talk about.
Yeah.
And if people want to talk to us, they will come and ask us questions.
So,
Did you see anything weird in the sky, Irene? Well, that's good. They gave him something. But anyhow, yeah, we were wanting to get some advice from maybe some people that knew a little bit more than we do about getting goats and what their experience was. And I don't know, we were going to go ahead and get the goats, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe not. The more research I do on it, the more I see people saying that they're a handful. And
yeah, so she's been going back and forth whether we're going to get the goats or not.
yeah.
And she's leaning to no goats. We're definitely doing the meat rabbits this year. And we'll do the meat chickens again. And we got our layer flock. We've got enough pork to last us 2 years.
Yeah.
So we're good there. And I think we're going to focus on our garden a little bit.
Yeah, we got to up our game on our...
Yeah, Melissa, she still wants a cow. But I think we're going to turn our focus to their gardening this year because our garden has gone downhill each year for the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We had a really great garden a few years ago, and now it's gone downhill. So we need to get back to focusing on that. Plus, our storage downstairs is really starting to get light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we gotta get our pantry cleaned up and organized, and there's just a lot to do. And I don't think that having goats, seeing as how people say that I will be like taking care of them, like out there with them 24/7 because they're very mischievous. I don't know if I want to dive into that.
Yeah, we're just we're trying to figure out where we could best put our time and energy and resources into. And this year, rather than introduce a new animal, I think we are going to introduce rabbits. Kind of. We've got rabbits, but these will be meat rabbits.
We just have Ethan. We have one rabbit.
Right, we have one rabbit right now, and so I think we just need to turn our focus to our garden that we've really let go. We're gonna put in some deep beds. Oh, and her and I are gonna have a competition. Yep, because she doesn't like me telling her how she's doing her gardening wrong, and I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, he thinks that he can do better than me, so he wants to do like a competition of where I have my own beds, he has his own beds, and see who grows the best vegetables, I guess.
So I think we're gonna do like 10 beds total, 5 for her, 5 for me, and then we're gonna have the regular garden that we normally have. We'll do those. We'll try to make that soil better, but we'll be putting new soil in the bed so that
Irene said, yes, get a cow. See, I've been wanting a cow, and he's like not wanting to get the cow. So
it's not that. It's just this big infrastructure thing it has to go in because you have to have shelter for it. You have to have a place to store the hay. The calf, the cost of the calf itself. um, the minerals that you got to feed it.
Mm.
I mean, it's thousands of dollars of investment.
Yeah.
As it is, we're going to be putting money into uh, um, our soil this year.
Yeah, we don't really have the room for a cow either. I mean, we do, but it would just be enough, and I don't think that the cow would have a whole lot of area to move around. So that's why we were thinking of the goats, because they're smaller and they don't require that, much land. But
She was also contemplating getting sheep too.
yeah, I've been doing some research on sheep, and because you can, sheep are, what do you want to call it? Dual purpose too. I
Yeah.
mean, you can milk sheep, and you can
You
use the sheep's wool.
you can milk them, but they say it's like really hard to milk a sheep. They say it's easy to milk goats. Um, so goats are easier, cows are next easiest, and the sheep are the worst
The sheep. You mean
to
oh,
try to
to
milk.
milk?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because the teats are small, really small on the sheep.
Well, I'm thinking along the lines of, the sheep are more calm than, the goats, and they wouldn't want to try to get out of the fence all the time, maybe, from what I've been reading so far anyway. But I don't know. I mean, I think that I could learn how to spin some wool,
Right.
make stuff from their wool, and you make soap. Soap from sheep? You mean sheep milk? I don't know. I've never heard of anybody making sheep milk soap. Have you?
No, we do
Hi.
want to. We do want to try making the soaps. Um,
The
she
goat
does.
soaps. Yeah. That was another reason why I mean, I've had, big dreams about, you know, making the soap, goat soap and lotion and all the good stuff. But I don't know. I've heard some horror stories about goats. So,
Hi, Lucy.
hi. And it seems like they're just so I don't I mean, they say that goats, you have to treat them like they're your children, and basically you're just stopping them from killing themselves all the time. Like babies. I don't know. We'll see though. The one goats that I was thinking about maybe we could give a try would be the Nigerian dwarfs. Either those or um, the fainting goats are supposed to be pretty calm.
Well, I told her I'm on board with whatever she wants to do.
You're bored.
No, I'm on board.
Oh,
I'm on board. So just tell me what you want and I'll make it happen.
oh, I'd like to have a cow. I
Not
know,
this
I
year,
know,
maybe next.
but I don't know. I'm kind of torn between the sheep or the goats. Irene says goats.
I thought the goats would be fun.
Says lady up here got goats, and we got to feed them with the baba. She makes she makes the soap, and she also has sheep and has a little store and makes all kinds of stuff with the wool. Oh, see, that's why I was saying
We're torn.
But I was also thinking, well, maybe we should get the goats, maybe like 2 goats, and then get like 2 sheep and see how that would work. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know. And see which one, we like the most, you know.
Now we can do any of them that you want to do.
Because I would really still like to make all the soaps, and I really want to make, like butter and cheese and stuff like that. That's one of my main goals for, having a dairy animal. And I'd like to try both to see which one we would, prefer.
I mean, when we started out homesteading, we wanted the chickens, we wanted the whole barnyard, and
Yeah.
and we still do want a lot of animals, but we find out there's animals that don't work out well on our homestead.
Yeah.
Turkeys, for instance.
Yeah. That was a disaster with our male turkey. We still have the female, but for some reason, the male kept attacking me every time I went outside. But he loved Matthew.
Hi, Patty.
He would follow Matthew around. Hi. And but his previous owner, who we saved him from, basically, he was a man's turkey, and he would follow him around wherever he went. And I don't know, maybe he saw me as, a threat or something, because I wasn't a male. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he wasn't very nice. He just
That
started attacking me all the time.
and then when we processed the turkeys, they were really difficult to process to get the feathers out of them. It was just a mess. Um, so, and our plucker isn't big enough to handle the larger birds. I think our plucker can handle maybe a 12-pound bird, but that's about it.
Yeah, because we helped our friends do their turkeys here, that they raised for meat, and we quickly realized that it's not as easy to do turkeys as, I mean, the process is the same, but the feathers, we were plucking feathers out for a while because them pin feathers would just get stuck in there. You couldn't get them out.
Yeah. So we decided turkeys aren't for us.
Yeah,
We
but we
like
still
to,
have Marianne. We're
yeah.
gonna keep Marianne because she's adapted to living with the chickens, and
She's their guardian.
she's their guardian. Yeah, she protects them. So it all turned out pretty well.
But I think going, and that's why I think it makes me nervous about getting the goats and the sheep because you know what happens if it doesn't work out like the turkeys. Pigs worked out great. We had the pigs. We kept them on. We had them for 7 months,
Yeah.
and we took them to the processor, and the pigs were a lot of fun. I mean, they had a great life. We went out and we would play tag and hide and go seek, and I'd rough house with the pigs.
Mm,
And then, then they had one bad day.
yeah. Yeah, I miss Sally. I miss Kevin too, but I really miss Sally. She was just really friendly.
She'd roll over, let me pet her belly. Because
No, we didn't raise it. Yeah. But the female turkey we got, how old?
young,
She was
6 months.
6 months. I thought she was like
No.
5.
She was 5 months. You're right.
Yeah. She was 5 months when we got her. So she knows who we are. She don't try to attack us or anything like that. But
Yeah, did you guys watch her in the video running around with a sheet?
I tried my hardest to win that turkey over.
She was trying to show him that she was the dominant bird.
No, And then I started reading, because I tried everything that people said that you should try with turkeys to get them to submit. No, none of it worked. Maybe turkeys are for you guys. Just need to get a male when he is 5 months.
Well, I mean, the only reason I would have turkeys is because that, you know, everybody's got a job on the farm, and their job would be at some point to provide meat. And we eat turkey like once a year here. Um, and it just doesn't make enough sense for us to raise turkeys, and they're extra messy. Um, they were difficult for her to take care of. So I think turkeys just isn't the animal for our homestead. Um, maybe we'll try it again down the road, but
Well, I want to try to, I suggested we just do the meat turkeys if we want to do turkeys and do a couple, just like we do with our meat birds and see how it goes. I mean, that would be different. I mean, but keeping them, long term and breeding them, I don't think that we're going to try to do that as we previously had planned. But something that we did get was I shouldn't say we got, but we adopted 6 cats.
oh yeah, we got yeah. You know, ever since we got the pigs, and having the pigs was great, but this year we've got such a problem with mice and rats.
Oh yeah.
I mean, uh, um, they've created, I mean, it's away from the house and stuff, but they've created all sorts of tunnels and holes out in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
So we got 6 cats. Right now, they're in the cat shelter. And a couple months from now, we're going to unleash the cats.
Well, right now we have them in our shed, and they have a loft that they climb up and they play, and they have it all that's our old chicken coop where they're at right now. So they have it all to themselves until spring. And then we're going to figure out what to do and how they're going to react when we do let them out. But they're the cats that we adopted because their owner ended up getting dementia, and she couldn't take care of them anymore. So a woman went and picked them up. She was a cat advocate, and she saved them, and she held on to them until she could find somebody that would be willing to take them. And because she wanted somebody to take them all because they were all together, and she didn't want to split the cats apart. So I said, "Oh well, okay. Let me see if it'll be okay if we adopt 6 cats. See what Matthew says."
Yeah. So we got 6 cats.
Yeah.
But hopefully that'll reduce the mice and rat population out in the yard. We'll let them go this spring, and let them kind of wander about out, come and go when they want. They're all feral cats, so none of them are indoor cats.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to win them over whenever I go outside, though, and see if they'll let me pet them and stuff. But I don't want to push my luck because I guess they weren't really friendly, except for one. One was, she told me, but I have yet to see him be friendly yet.
Yeah. So I don't know. This summer, the big plans with the gardening, her and I having our gardening competition. She's got a green thumb. I didn't never really inherit that, but I'm gonna take a crack at it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I don't know. You guys think we should get goats? think we should try them. I mean, I've already got the goat run done. I have, um, I still have to do some modifications to the old chicken coop, and I would have to add in another section of shelter for the goats. I mean, I could do that.
The eyes are creepy on them.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do kind of look creepy. But they look cute. Their faces are cute.
I'm torn. I mean, I like the idea of the sheep too,
Hmm.
but I'd rather start out with the goats because I want to see. I want the goat's milk, I guess.
Yeah. And we've already tried goat cheese and stuff, and we really like goat cheese.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but I don't
We're
know.
just on the edge here because she's worried about the expense of taking care of them, trying to debate whether it's worth it or not.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a good test for our homestead and a good, provide information to everybody else whether it is worth getting goats or not. Maybe we'll do it.
Patty said, "Yeah, sure. You did fantastic with the pigs. Goats would be fun." Yeah. Oh no, I think that goats would be fun, but I'm guess I'm just worried. I'm worried about keeping them safe and
She's worried about failing.
yeah.
I mean, I think we all do that when we first get animals. Um, because you don't want to fail with an animal. If you fail with an animal, you're going to cost it its life.
Can goats and sheep cohabitate and get the two and two? Um, I'm pretty sure that they can. I don't see why they couldn't
I don't know. I'm not
because
a
they're pretty similar.
goat or sheep expert.
Yeah, I'm no expert either.
Pigs
We
are,
needed some goat or sheep experts to come in here and talk to us.
the pigs were awesome though. I mean, when we raised them, we weren't sure about them, and um, I miss having them. I do. I miss Sally. She liked her belly rubbed, and she liked to
Mhm.
run around, and they barked like dogs too. It was great.
It was kind of weird though. It was weird. They didn't sound like, what I expected them to sound like, what you see or what you hear, in most farms. They actually have that oink, that ours barked like dogs. That's that's weird. I don't know, maybe it's just that breed. Berkshire, because we had Berkshire and Hampshire pigs. I don't
Now,
know.
I don't know. I'm still torn. I think I want to get the goats. I really do.
I mean, I guess we can give it a try and give it our best shot. See if it works out.
You know, I don't know about everybody else's experience, but every time we bring on new animals, uh, there's an initial cost. You get the cost of the animal,
Hmm.
plus the things to take care of that animal. And each animal is unique. With the chickens, you have to have a chicken coop. You have to have laying boxes. You have to have roost. With the pigs, you gotta have the pig pen. You gotta have the shelter, and you gotta have a feeding station and a way to water them. Um, you know, each animal has its own um, things that you need to care for it, and those are sometimes big investments.
Hmm. Well, that's another thing, with us having to, because we're going to have to move our chickens in the spring.
Yeah.
He's going to have to build more hoop coops for
So-
our chickens, and
Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be building more hoop coops. I'll be building them out in the barn tomorrow. Going to build 2 for sure, maybe 3. Because the hoop coop that we got out there is too big to try to move around. I thought that was something that would be easy to move around, and we tried moving it. I want to say in October, and it was like really hard to move because we had to flip it up. We put some chicken wire underneath to keep the animals out from getting under it, and we really need to build a shorter one, something that we can make more mobile.
So do you guys have any questions for us? Just Googled and can.
And we miss you, Irene.
How was your Christmas and your New Year? Our Christmas was good.
Yeah, we had a good Christmas. It was nice. It's quiet. We had family over.
Patty says, "What's going on with your rabbit?" Well, we have Ethan still, but Strawberry passed away.
Yeah.
And it was very sad. And
So-
we thought about getting him another mate, but
Did you tell her what was wrong with Strawberry?
we tried to breed her, and we're thinking that she was too old, and she didn't make it. I came outside and she was gone, and
Right after giving birth.
yeah, and none of her babies made it. So yeah, and what was weird is that she acted fine the night before, and she never showed any signs of being in discomfort or anything. Actually, me and my granddaughter was out there I was letting my granddaughter feed her some carrots the night before, and yeah, so I was pretty surprised when I walked in there and she was gone. It was very sad. But we were thinking about getting Ethan another companion, but I don't know. Right now, Ethan is in our coop, but not running around.
He's in with the chickens and the
he's
turkey.
in his cage, so they can't get to him, and he can't get to them or anything like that. But I didn't want him to be alone, and I was gonna bring him in the house, but we can't bring him in the house because he sprays really bad.
Oh
And I
yeah.
can't have that in the house.
He'll spray like 6 feet outside of
Oh
his
my
cage.
gosh. He sprayed so much in that shed. It's like he sprayed all over the wall. That's got to be cleaned up. But
So now Ethan, he's kind of like a pet rabbit. We use him for the manure, but he's our grandson's pet.
yeah.
We are, however, getting meat rabbits in the spring, so we'll be raising rabbits to put in the freezer. What are your plans for your female turkey? I think she's just going to be the guardian of the flock.
Yeah. She's just going to hang out with our chickens. I mean, if we wanted to down the road, we might, change our mind about it, but I don't know. I think she does fine. She gets along fine with the chickens, and I don't think we would have to. I don't think that, and she, we thought that it would be, difficult for her, but it's not. She took to the other chickens really well.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Melissa. She said she Googled it. She says the sheep and goats can live together.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty similar. I didn't see any reason why they wouldn't, other than maybe the manure. I don't know. Because I know that you can't house certain animals together, especially goats. Goats and other animals, there's like a big risk
Problem,
of, coccidia and stuff.
yeah, problem with parasites.
Yeah. And that's another thing is that goats, I hear they always get like a really big heavy parasite load on them. And I don't know. I've been trying to figure out why they do, but that's got to be frustrating to give, animals medications all the time because of, to try to, keep them healthy. And that's another thing that I really don't want to have to do is to give our animals, medication all the time.
I don't know. We're gonna put some more thought into it,
Hmm.
and we'll hopefully hear back from some people who comment to let us know what they think
Yeah.
as far as the goats go. We're still on edge. I want to get them. She's kind of like, I really don't want to. And I'm like,
I don't know. It's one of them I don't know things. I mean, I want to, but then I don't want us to get them, and then I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh, I wish I never did this.
I mean, there's things that all our animals, most of the animals that we've done so far, have been worth it. The layer chickens. I mean,
Oh yeah.
we get lots of eggs from them. The um, the meat chickens. I mean, you do 40 meat chickens, and our chickens ranged anywhere from um, 8 to 11.5 pounds. So just to give you an idea, we put over 400 pounds of chicken in our freezer last year, um, and it cost us about $16 a chicken to put in the freezer, and that's the cost of the bird to feed, the ice, everything that goes into processing the packaging.
Yeah. Are different breeds of sheep easier to milk? I have heard that there is a sheep that is specifically for milking. I think they're called Frisia sheep. It starts with an F, I think. And but if with the sheep, they say that there's certain sheep that's good for certain things. Certain sheep are good for wool, certain sheep are good for meat, and then certain sheep are good for milking. So we would have to figure out which one we really would want.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not big fans of lamb to eat per se, so we would probably be just getting the sheep for the milk and the wool.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never really had lamb,
But yeah,
so
but we haven't had like homegrown lamb or anything like that. So
hi, Ann.
hi, welcome. We're just trying to figure out if we want to get goats or not.
And
Goats,
sheep.
goats and sheep. Well, that, and we have to, another thing to take into consideration is how many acres, you need for goats and sheep, you know, per goat, per sheep.
Well, I think the goat, the pen I built.
Because see, sheep are grazers, more grazers, but goats are browsers, and that means that the goats will want to reach up and eat but the sheep want to, with their heads down to eat and graze. So though they eat differently, we have to take that into consideration too. And goats, I guess a lot of times people say that they have a hard time with them, because people don't give them enough enrichment, I guess, out there. They say to um, build like little, what do you want to call it, play areas for them, like so that they can climb, and like put a whole bunch of wood back there so that they can climb on. I guess they really like to climb on stone things, and well, they're mountain animals, so
Yeah.
I guess they would.
We're gonna build a goat playground.
Yeah, but
Now, I think I want to go with. I really do want to get the goats. You almost talked me out of it.
I don't know. I'd I'd like to do both to see which ones we would prefer, because some people prefer sheep, some people prefer goats. And when I'm thinking about it, because people say that you'll get enough goat milk to make butter and cheese and stuff like that. And with sheep, you're not going to get that much, even if you have like the milking sheep. So I don't know.
Yeah. Let's start out with the goats.
I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking that we should start out with the sheep. They say that sheep are a little bit easier to take care of too than goats.
Oh, you gotta feed the sheep.
What are we gonna feed them? Feed them you.
Oh, Ann says I had 7 goats. I had 2 mamas that had twin babies, and they weren't hard to raise at all.
Oh, okay.
See, we should get goats. Thank you, Ann.
What kind of goats did you have? Because a lot of people say that it all depends on the goat that you get too, like the type of breed that you get. I don't know.
Well, they said, was it Nubians and Nigerian dwarfs are really good for milk?
Yeah, Nigerian dwarfs, and I don't know. I think that I would probably want to try a Nigerian dwarf first before going um, with any of the other larger ones. I think we should probably stay away from the larger ones until we figure out what we're going to be able to handle.
Yeah. And if you don't mind me asking, how much milk would a goat produce in a day for you? Internet may be a little slow. And the babies are a lot of fun to watch. Climbing stuff. 2 mountain goats. I have one that look like Bambi.
Hmm.
Let's see. You could have Bambi in your backyard.
Yeah, it says, "Oh, would you be milking them by hand?" Yeah, we would be milking them by hand. As long as, there wasn't an issue. I mean, we don't plan on getting a lot, so I don't think that would be too hard.
About a half gallon. About a gallon and a half out of one goat every day.
Maybe you want to fun to watch they go climbing stuff. 2 mountain goats.
climbing stuff. And the 2 mountain goats.
Well, it all depends on how much you milk them, how many times per day that you milk them. It's how much you're going to get. And, some people, they choose to just do it once a day. Some people do it twice a day. I think it all just depends. She says she got
2 goats every day. So she was getting a gallon and a half out of 2 goats.
Mhm.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Just enough soap. Or just enough milk for us, because it's
Yeah.
about what we go through.
Well, have you tried to make butter with your goat's milk, Anne?
Hey, and how often did you milk them? Oh, good question.
Yeah. Because I've seen people get like a quart. Because I follow a few goat channels on YouTube, and just to learn.
Oh, she was only milking them once a day.
Oh, wow. She's got some good milkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody, I guess, Ann, would you suggest any one type of goat over another? I guess not just from a quantity standpoint, but maybe from a quality standpoint.
She said, no, I have not, but I'm sure you can.
I'm excited. I want to get goats again. You had me talked out of it. Now I'm excited. She's like, well, this way we could focus on the garden. I think we could still focus on the garden.
Yeah, I really want to focus on our garden this year, because we need a lot of.
Oh, she says that. You're right, Melissa. She was answering our butter question.
Mm. Yeah, she said, so that was the butter question. Yeah, I see what she's saying. No, the only thing I don't get a bush goat. A bush goat. No, the only thing I don't get a bush goat. I've never heard of a bush goat.
Yeah, I've never heard of a bush goat either.
Mm. Yeah, we'll have a lot of helpers. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think that I still want to start with the sheep.
What's Sanyans?
Mm.
Sanyans?
It's a type of goat. Need to keep the critters out of the container. Yeah, I would. Yeah, because I'm planning on putting a whole bunch of more containers out there this spring because it did so well last year. My container garden was probably the best garden ever last year. I got all my beans from my container garden. Well, no, I got beans from the garden too, but the really good tasting beans was from my container garden.
Yeah, our main garden was horrible.
And the tomatoes, my tomato plants died pretty much right away in the garden last year, but my tomato plants that I put out on my back porch, they did great.
Yeah, I would say most of the stuff in the main garden looked sickly. A lot of it had to do with the soil. Um,
Mm,
we got a lot of clay here. I mean, a lot of
yeah.
clay. Yeah, she needs to keep out her container garden. That's funny. We had to
Yeah.
put electric fencing in the main garden to keep them out of there because we had a problem with the groundhogs. The groundhogs were climbing over the fence. Who knew that they could climb fences? But we got it on video watching the groundhogs go over. I mean, it's a
Mm,
5 foot fence they went over.
yeah. Well, he's supposed to be putting me a fence out back on the back porch, so that'll help keep some of the critters out of the container garden. But with the raccoons being able to climb so well, I don't know how that's gonna do.
That's okay. That's what the electric wire's for.
We're gonna put electric wire on the back porch.
We could if you want.
I'll be getting shocked every time I go out there.
Uh,
Forget about it, just walking along and
or I got poked a few times.
yeah, I don't want to get poked. I don't want to get zapped.
I walked out there. You guys, we'd be out there, and I'd ask her to go test the electric fence. And she says, "How do you want me to just go grab it and let me know if it's working or not?"
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not testing it out for you, not being your guinea pig.
Yeah. So no, but I did test it a few times, not on purpose.
Yeah, I saw him test it a few times. I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. I'm just joking, honey.
I know. Well, the how many thousands of volts? Like 20,000 volts, right?
I don't know. You're
Uh,
you're the one that sets it up. I don't
it's
know.
like 20,000 volts, so it'll wake you up. We originally got it so we can keep like the pigs and stuff in, but now we use it to do the whole perimeter of the garden. It keeps all the critters out, keeps the deer out, keeps the raccoons out, keeps the uh, um. Although the groundhogs figured a way. What are we gonna focus on growing the most?
Hmm.
Well, here I need pickles.
Yeah. Probably. Well, that's what you're gonna focus on. That's not what
Well,
I'm gonna focus
well,
on.
yeah, but you and I, when we're doing this competition, we need to match plants so that everything's even, right?
Mm,
You get 4 tomato plants, I get 4 tomato plants, or however that math works out. So um, then we're creating our own soils, our own compost. It's going to be a fun competition
mm.
because she's got her opinions and I got mine. Although she's had a lot of success, so
I think that one of the main things that I'm going to be focusing on is a lot of storable crops, like potatoes, sweet potatoes, um, butternut squash.
I don't know about the
Um,
potatoes. We're gonna do potatoes again this year.
oh, I can't. I forgot we put all that garlic out there. I forgot we put garlic in our potato bed. I should say I put the garlic out there.
I mean, we could try growing it out back again, but we haven't had a lot
No,
of
I don't
success
want. I
with
don't
it.
want to do that. And we didn't have any success. We only had one successful time of doing that, and no. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I could just grow some in some containers and see how that turns out. You know, but root crops is going to be one of my main focuses. That and gourds, stuff that we can store easily. Because our spaghetti squash, uh, that what was it, 2 years ago, we had lasted almost, what was it, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, before they started to show signs that they were needing to be dealt with. The spaghetti squash, but the butternut squash lasted a lot longer, a lot longer. And what was the other one that we did? So our spaghetti squash lasted for about a year and a half. Our butternut squash lasted for almost 2 years. So yeah, they store really well. So we'll definitely be trying those again.
That and pumpkins, the pie pumpkins.
Well, they didn't store as long as the other ones did. They didn't store as long as the butternut squash or the spaghetti squash.
Yeah, but
So
they were close to a year, 10 months maybe.
yeah, but the flavor kind of was off by that time too. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
They
Pickles,
they were getting a little soft and
pickles. I like,
well, you go to the extreme anytime that you want something like that.
and I
He made me plant what, how many cucumber plants was it? 80?
oh
80
something like
cucumber
that.
plants because he was afraid that he wasn't going to get pickles, and that was a lot of waste. A lot of waste. Yeah, you got pickles, but I couldn't pick them fast enough. So that was a lot of waste.
Yeah. So this year, hopefully, we're gonna have a better year with the vegetables and garden. Um,
Well, seeing as how we're going to be doing a competition of who can grow the most or the best, vegetables and fruits, I also think that it should be part of the competition that you have to pick your own and store your own.
I will pick them, but you have to process them.
No, 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 no. I don't think that that's fair. If I have to process your vegetables too, that's not really going to be fair. Just joking, honey. I
So
guess I will process your vegetables too.
yeah. I mean, I've got stuff that we're going to be working on this summer. Um, we're going to be building an epic smokehouse. Um, it's going to be like amazing, right? Uh,
Yeah, we got a lot of things planned for the spring, and a lot of work to do too. The smoker is like one of the biggest ones because if we had a smoker, we could smoke our own meat, and that would be really nice.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The place that we had process our pigs did an absolute
Oh
amazing job.
yeah, yeah.
The meat, I mean, the smoked meat was great. I mean, I don't know if for those of you, I'm not sure, Patty and Ann, I don't know if you guys process your own meats and stuff, but I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but the meat is so much better. Our pork was absolutely amazing.
Mm.
But we had the pigs on a high protein diet, and the meat was almost like a red meat. If you could almost see that in the videos.
Yeah. Well, plus, I mean, I don't even like, well, I can't say I didn't like bratwurst, but like bratwurst from the store, I was never a big fan and just didn't really care for the flavor. And we did have some brats, made up for us from our pigs for our son. And I got him some green pepper and onion and the cheddar bacon brats, and I tried one just to see if I was gonna like it. Oh my goodness! He may get maybe one package by himself. That's it was really good. Matthew's not a fan of sausage. I love
No,
sausage.
no, I'm a bacon guy.
Yep. But the brats were delicious. What else have we tried? Oh, the hams. The hams were outstanding. Those were the meatiest hams I've ever had.
You know what I think I should try tomorrow?
Mm.
Is the tongue.
Ew. I know where them tongues were at. I am not eating that. No. You could prepare it. How are you going to prepare
I
that
don't
tongue?
know. I mean, looking at it, it looks like you can cook it up like bacon almost.
No. No. I don't think so. Not like bacon. No.
Yeah.
Melissa says, "Oh, the pickles are good. You may need extra help with that, like the picking." I don't know. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying. Ew, Melissa. That's, yeah. I have no desire to try that. I mean, but people do try all, their animals' tongues, like cow tongue. People like are really into like cow tongue and stuff like that. They say that it's really good. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I think I would try cow tongue before the pig for sure, but I won't be trying that with you. I'll
It's
try.
okay.
I'll prepare it the way that you want me to, but I'm not going to be trying it. It's not my thing.
So we got our work cut out for us. We're gonna do the goats, yeah.
I don't know. I
Come on.
I don't know. I don't know yet.
I think Ann was on to something there.
What's that?
Get a gallon and a half of milk a day. I'm all about that.
Yeah. There's a lot of, pluses to goats, but
Well, not only that, but the milk you're getting from the grocery store, it's been through all the processing and stuff.
mm,
I mean, think about all they kill all the good bacteria in the milk.
mhm.
I think unpasteurized milk would be a little bit healthier.
Well, they say that goat's milk is like one of the best milks you can buy. I don't know.
And please feel free to write to us and give us a little more information about your goats. We can always use a little more education. We'd appreciate it. Because I think I really do want to try the goats. I really do. I know there's an expense with it, but I want to try them.
We'll see. Well, we just wanted to hop on here and chat with you guys and see what you guys thought
Give us
about
some
it.
thought. I mean, we do want to do them. We do. Well, she changes her mind, changes my mind, but I don't know. Stay tuned. We may have goats this spring. It's hard to. I don't know where everybody lives, but I mean, well, it's probably cold everywhere right now. But winters could be long.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we'll have to do some, maybe put like a overhang on the shed if we do the goats.
Well, I'm gonna definitely have to.
We're definitely going to have to modify the shed for the goats.
Yep.
So that's going to be a big project as well. We're just like adding project after project after project.
I don't know. Tomorrow I'm gonna start building the hoop coops for the chickens, so they'll be easier to move around. That way, if we get some rodents tunneling underneath the chicken coop, not that it's a problem because I've got the chicken wire under the coop, but it could be a problem if we didn't. But it's still a problem because they're still tunneling around underneath. So
Yeah.
it doesn't, even though they can't get up into the coop, they're still tunneling around under there, and I don't like the idea of that. So
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why, I said yeah to all those cats, because I think we're going to just, I told Matthew we just need to get used to the fact that we need to house cats here. Just keep cats.
yeah. I don't mind having them outside.
I like cats. So
Yeah.
I like cats. Some people don't like cats. I really like cats. I like all animals, I think. So.
If it don't work out with the cats again, because this is our second round with cats. So you guys know, our first round with the cats didn't work out so well. We got 2 cats. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 cats.
We had gotten 2 cats, and then we let them loose after a couple, 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, we made the mistake of letting them out 2 weeks after, because that's what the guy told us would be good. And we didn't have any experience with barn cats before, and these were feral cats, and we let them out after 2 weeks, and they took off on us. So
They left and never came back.
they were like, yeah, we're out of here.
Yeah.
So we are leaving these cats in there until spring, and the shed is big enough for them because there's a loft area, so they seem pretty happy. And plus I have toys in there for them, and
Yeah, I think she put pillows up there for them.
I haven't put the pillows out there yet. I was thinking about it, and then I thought, well, if I put them out there, I want to put the pillows like in the loft for them, so they'll have like a comfy place to.
Yeah, comfy place for the kitty cats, and the chicken has got its own private heater, or not chicken, but the turkey's got her own private heater because
well, I didn't want her. The turkey gets colder than the chickens. So, and it's because her legs are longer. So we have a heater out there for her. I don't want her to get cold. What do you want? She can't cover her legs like the other girls can. So she gets cold. So the heater's out there for her.
it's not a big deal. It's one of those.
It's not a heat lamp.
It's a brooder type heater.
Yeah. So we don't have to worry about it catching fire or anything like that. Are you going to get a guardian dog? Well, if we get goats, we're going to have to get a livestock guardian dog to stay out there with them. Ooh, you know what? I think we should get goats. I think you're right. I think we should get goats. And you know what kind of dog I want, right? You already know, right? Yeah.
Livestock guardian dog.
Yeah. But I do think that any prey animals that are going to be outside like that needs some type of protection. So, yeah, that'll be another thing we have to think about. Because I'd always be worried about something getting in there with them and hurting them. So we would need to get some type of a guardian dog out there for them. What wild animals do you have out there? Well, we
definitely have foxes
Yeah.
because we've had a fox attack.
Yeah.
Raccoons. We get lots of raccoons.
yeah.
Possums. We get possums,
And we've had
groundhogs.
coyote prints out there too.
Yeah.
And somebody Tobias saw coyotes out there. Can raccoons kill goats? I don't know, but I know that
they'll eat chickens.
they could probably hurt them for sure. I don't know. Raccoons can be pretty vicious.
Yeah. Yep. So, we've had skunks here.
Yeah. And we've had, and I know that we have them here. What are them one weasels called that I saw arguing with each other?
I don't know.
It was.
We had an albino squirrel.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about. The weasels actually. What type of weasel was that? It's gonna bother me now. Was it
I don't remember.
maybe they were fishers? Fisher?
No.
They kind of look like ferrets, though. That's what they look like. Like little ferrets, but they were black. Maybe minks?
No, I can't remember. Maybe it was mink.
But we do have those. And yeah, we got all sorts of stuff running around back here.
See, there's like a waterway behind the backside of our property, and then there's and it's a wooded area, and it's got a lot of brush and stuff, and it attracts a lot of animals on the backside of our property.
Fishers, they're weasels. They're a certain type of a weasel.
I don't know what a fisher.
They're in the weasel family. But we for sure have, fox. We have foxes here.
I don't know, but I think we're gonna call it a night. As it is past my bedtime.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help. I still think we're gonna get the goats first.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think we probably will give it a try and see what happens. We won't know if we don't try, right? But we like to say thank you for everybody that has hopped on and chatted with us. We really appreciate it. But we think we're gonna hop off.
Okay. God bless and have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Right there.
Yeah,
you're using the wrong thing.
Thank you, Patty. You have a great night. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Irene.